On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
I don't see a difference, but there are different types of people. I don't see a difference in frequency. Let me say that.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get y'all
I
experience.
think dudes do feel some kind of way like when you're with other girls, though. Like when we're out and it's a lot of girls, like they do like, you know, wait for you to go to the bathroom or wait for like everyone to start dancing where they can just come get in your space.
How I just described it.
But that's in a particular environment.
But are they intimidated?
I don't know if they're intimidated.
I don't know if it's intimidation.
Like, it's not intimidation. It's just like the rejection.
Like a dude is approaching a woman based on how she looks.
The majority of communication is body language. How you look, how you dress. You can't tell if somebody is looking a little bit more professional or successful based off of how it is that they look. A lot of women that I know that make a lot of money, right? They're more concerned with companionship than they are with about earning, right? So what happens is a lot of times they are confused about the idea of how marriage works. And so they'll talk about looking for a partner instead of looking for a husband. But at the same time, their mindset and approaching it is completely different than what it is that you framing it. Now, when you talking about a dude that's, you know, finessing a chick, listen, that's kid talk. We grown over here. We're not talking about none of that. We talking about men that's moving intentionally when it comes to relationships and getting married. And so when you start to have that conversation, men ultimately are intimidated because they know what they can and can't get overwhelmingly. Of course, you're going to have the dudes that move with a level of confidence that they feel like they can get any woman in the world. But the overwhelming majority of dudes don't even approach women. They shooting their shots in the DMs, right? It's a certain group of dudes, and a lot of times they may even be around each other. It's a certain group. Matter of fact, I'll even go as far as saying it's a certain age range of men that come from an era where they used to approach women. We used to get numbers. We used to actually get numbers and put them in our phones and all of that other type of stuff. It's not the overwhelming majority of men that's even approaching women. And a lot of times they already assess whether or not guys don't even feel comfortable going up to women in groups. They don't. So why are you telling me about all of this confidence that the overwhelming majority of guys have when I will tell you that most guys are looking to wait till a woman separate herself from her girls before he even walk up to her? Guys do not. Most guys, there's usually a group of dudes that move all in the same circle and they comfortable moving that way. But guys get intimidated by more than just a woman that's successful. They get intimidated by a woman that's just hanging with her girls, let alone even having a conversation with a chick that he already feel like she up there. Come on, man.
Hey, man, for somebody that sit up there and say, yo, I'm in these YouTube streets and you can use the internet to gauge this, gauge that. Like, bro, it's observable eye.
I never said you can use the internet to gauge this. I said that the internet, what's happening on the internet ain't happening in real life for most people.
No, last conversation, you talked about leveraging YouTube, internet to get access to information, right? In terms of the conversation that we were just having. So now, with that said, bro, are you sitting up there saying I can't go to YouTube and with the observable eye see all the multiple videos of
YouTube? No,
like picking up chicks.
Give me one YouTube video in which you can with the observable eye make this assessment. Give me one. Anyone.
That's the last one. I mean,
give me anyone. And tell me how YouTube is a reflection of what you're dealing with in real life. Please tell me.
What, with the dudes that run up on chicks and
tell me that what you see on YouTube is a reflection of what you're dealing with in real life.
2 seconds. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, and then when I do that, then
cool.
What about that pretty?
Then we'll see it, and
hold on.
We'll make an assessment based off of the link that you drop.
Just really quick, because what the conversation is around dudes, men being intimidated by successful women. You went on a whole soliloquy about men who don't approach women, period. We're talking about men who are intimidated by successul women.
Why don't men approach women?
When a lot of men tend to lead with what?
Why don't men approach women?
I mean, listen.
Why don't men approach women?
How do they know if you're successful? I mean, other than like if you're draped in designer, but how do they know you're successful before they come talk to you?
How do they wait? Let's get back to the brass tacks. Come on, Rilla. Why are they not approaching women?
That's my thing, bro. That's your argument. Your argument is that they aren't approaching women.
So you saying that dudes is just out here walking up to women cold shoulder?
I'm just telling you from the observable eye, from these
not from the observable eye. Listen, we don't have to finesse it and add a bunch of words
we
to
know
it.
This for a fact.
Let's just strip it down to its brass tacks. Are you telling me that you witnessing dudes just walking up and busting up and shooting their shots to the dopest women? Mr. Logic, we're not talking to you. And we're not talking about your group of guys that you hang. Hold on. We're not talking to Mr. Logic about the dudes that he rock with in Atlanta. Hold on, bro. Let me ask my question. I'm not talking to Mr. Logic about his circle of dudes that he rock with in Atlanta.
No, we're not talking
I
about
rock with a certain type of dudes that have the confidence that's out of this world. Are you telling me, Rilla, that you hanging out or you seeing in the observable eye in real life dudes just walking up and busting their shots to the baddest chick that they see?
Bro, we seeing on YouTube.
That's not my question. My question is, in real life, are you watching dudes walking up and busting a shot to the baddest chicks?
Bro, it's yes, number one. Number two, it's the very same reason why women say they don't feel comfortable around certain dudes, because when they do shoot they shot, they turn them down, and these dudes are responding indifferent, right? They responded negative and are super aggressive. It's also the same. If these dudes aren't shooting they shot, it's the same reason why we see dudes in New York, a woman turns them down and they biting the cheek off. Right?
Oh my God.
Why
Really?
you
taking one crazy incident and you're making it okay. This is very simple. This is very, very simple. Because
the question
no. I'm about to make it very easy for you. I'm gonna make it easy for you.
So tell me what dude is
hold on, Rilla.
Because
give me a
you
second.
Saying they not, and I'm
give
saying
me a
they
second.
are.
Now give me a second. I'm gonna make it real easy for you.
Okay.
Kayla, honestly, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Are men more comfortable approaching you when they think that you are at the top, like you dressed down to the nines, or you just looking regular? In your experience as a woman, I'm willing to concede. I'm willing to concede that I'm wrong. Come on, just to be real with
No,
us.
it's honestly hard for me to say because they try to talk to me no matter what. But
okay.
But I will say that.
Oh, really?
Really, really. But I will say that when I am not dressed as nice, they seem a little less nervous.
No intimidation.
When I'm dressed like nice, they're like more like they're like a little not speechless, but like they seem a little more like, you know. Whereas like just like I put in the chat, like I was literally in sweatpants and a t-shirt going to get Jamaican food, and someone trying to talk to me in the laundromat next door where I went to use the bathroom. Like, hello, motherfucker. I just feel like I do feel like I can see what you're saying, Anton, that I do agree that they seem more comfortable when I'm looking very regular.
Thank you,
You know
Kayla.
what I'm saying? And
that has nothing to do. You can't do that, Anton. That has nothing.
I just said thank you for your answer. I can't appreciate her answer. Courtney,
no, you cannot, sir.
Courtney,
don't be putting me in there.
No. I'm just curious. We're not talking about how you respond to it. We're talking about your general sentiment over a period of time. Same question. Do you experience similar things to Kayla, or am I completely off on this?
What you looking at, Kay?
Someone shooting a shot in her DM. That's what she's looking at. But I think, no, I understand what Kayla is saying. Well, I mean, I get approached, I guess, period. Now, sometimes I do wonder, why am I getting approached and I'm looking like this? Like if I'm at the grocery store, I said, I put in the chat with my flip-flops. I was like, what you approaching me? I look like I'm just cutting grass. Like,
say the thirst is real.
I'd be so baffled, like
y'all be confused.
However, now, okay. Now, maybe it's different on, well, maybe they're not scared to do it online via in person because you can throw out a thirst trap. and then the DMs is blowing up.
Interesting. Q, am I off? I'm just
And
curious.
then when I wear my church dress, don't nobody want to like it.
And I'm willing to
I
concede
get
that I'm
approached
wrong.
more regular, but I'm more. I'm. This is how I am. I'm regular.
Wait. You get approached more regular?
Yeah, but that's how I am mostly. I'm more regular, basic, no makeup, nothing, unless it's like a for event.
Okay, cool. Okay, I don't know if you care to answer this question. Thank you for your smile too.
You know, I think that approaching, I think it happens no matter what. Like, I agree with Kayla.
Fair enough.
It's whatever. I would say, I mean, but the places where you would be looking like really dressed up are different than the places where you would be like wearing sweatpants and your hair is like in a bun, you have no makeup. Like, those, for me at least, those are two, because usually I just look no makeup, hair, any kind of way. So like those are two completely different places. And I feel like the people who approach me in like the dressed up places just are different people. But I don't think that it's like people are intimidated. I don't know. I think it has to do with your personality. Like, I'm very bubbly all the time when I'm out. Like, I'm a very like friendly person. So I don't think I'm intimidating to people based on how I am in public. So like, I don't see a difference, but there are different types of people. I don't see a difference in frequency. Let me say that.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get y'all
I
experience.
think dudes do feel some kind of way like when you're with other girls though. Like when we're out and it's a lot of girls, like they do like, you know, wait for you to go to the bathroom or wait for like everyone to start dancing where they can
talking
just
about
come
how I
get in
just
your
described it.
space.
How I just described it.
But that's in a,
Wait,
that's
hold
in
on,
like
hold on.
I don't
that's a
know.
particular
But is that
environment
intimidation?
though.
But
I
are
know
they
Logic.
intimidated?
Logic. I know
Hey,
you
hey,
gotta
hey.
jump
I don't know
in
if they're
here, bro.
intimidated.
I don't
but
know
it's,
if it's
I'm tripping.
intimidation.
Like,
it's not
wait,
intimidation.
what
It's
does that
just
have
like
to
the
do
rejection.
with successful women? Like, a dude is approaching a woman based on how she looks.
But
Wait, what?
but
You
to
said,
go,
The
Miller?
majority
but
of communication
we
is
don't know.
body language. How you look, how you dress. You can't
Yes.
tell if somebody is looking
Man.
a little bit more professional
Yo,
or successful based off of how it is that they look.
Listen.